ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be here because for almost more than a year or so, we have been talking and talking and talking, and I've grown sick of talking. I've grown sick of hearing people talk. Not only hearing other people talk, I've grown sick of hearing myself talk. I'm just waiting for some action to take place, and this gathering really promises me that kind of an action. Therefore, I'm very happy. I hope this really makes a lot of difference, not only to Karnataka, but what you do can make the entire nation sit up and take note and bring about a change that is very badly needed. Sir, these days, whenever I see two people or more than two people, I cannot resist the temptation of sounding some cautions. Number one, the first one is that if things continue to go the way they are going now, if we don't stop, we may not be able to have this kind of meetings after a few months. Forget about it. Number one. Number two, this August 15th, we might 99.9% we might see tricolor flag hoisted from the ramparts of Red Fort on August 15th. We might. Next year, I'm not very sure. Some other flag might be hoisted from the ramparts of Red Fort. That's the real danger. The third one is that recently, most of you must have seen the Ministry of Home Affairs circular, which very clearly said in all union government functions, official functions, Vande Mataram, all the 6 stanzas must be recited, must be sung. Only after that, Janagana Mana has to be sung. My fear is that after a while, slowly and slowly, they might say, look, we are running out of time. It's late. Since we have already sung Vande Mataram, all the 6 stanzas, we can skip Janagana Mana. So what it means is that it is completely changing the nature of our political society. In other words, religious symbols are slowly going to be state symbols. This is a real danger. I am so disappointed that most of our political parties, most of our public intellectuals are yet to come to grips with this danger. There's one more thing. So far, we are all used to think, or we are all used to this practice of voters deciding who should be in the government. That is the democratic process we are all used to. But now in New India, the situation is reversed. It is the government which is deciding who should be the voter instead of voter deciding who should be in the government. That is the essence of SIR. Special intensive revision of the voter roll, electoral roll. SIR is marketed to us as cleaning up of the voter roll. They say it is the shifted people who are being taken out, absent people who are being taken out, dead people who are being taken out, and duplicate voters are being taken out. They call it SADD, shifted, absent, duplicate, and dead. If that is the case, none of us will have any difficulty. I don't think Franco has any difficulty, or Sidgauda ji has any difficulty, or Ashok ji has any difficulty, Tara has any difficulty. But is that really what is happening? We have two very concrete evidences. One is a completed process, the other one which is in the implementation stage now, more or less over. The one which is completed process is Bihar. We have a lot of lessons to learn from Bihar. And now what is happening in the other states? West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and all these other places. And after this is over, the rest of the states will also be subjected to SIR. After this whole exercise is completed, we are going to see a massive deletion of 16.5 crore voters from the electoral roll. Because we are about 150 crore size country, 16.5 crore for most of us might not be a big number. It doesn't look like a big number. But please understand that 80% of the countries in this world, 80% to 85% of the countries in this world have 16.5 crore or less population. What is Karnataka's population? 7 crores, which means about 2.5 Karnatakas are being taken out of the country. Imagine that. Which means 2 or 3 countries are being taken out, if you compare some of the European countries. It is such large scale. As Franco had very nicely coined, it is not SIR, but it is SID. Not special intensive review, but it is special intensive deletion, disenfranchisement. Please keep this in mind, that this exercise is not to clean up the voter list. It is a bloodless political genocide. Because the people who are now ruling us, they believe that this is a country only for the Hindus. Other people have no place in this country. If they want to live, let them live, but as second-class citizens. They said it in many, many ways. In fact, recently, in a public discussion on one of the national television channels, the Chief Minister of Assam had said, we have about 70 lakh Muslims in our state. I can't really throw them out. What I will do is, I will make the situation so difficult for them that they will go. So now you know the intention of the ruling people here. So SIR is that. For us, they say it is shifted people, absent people, duplicates, dead people. Now, we have instances. I'll give you two instances. We don't have much time. I mean, Franco will talk to you about it, and Nikhilji will talk about it, and Dev Sahayamji will talk about it. But I will just flag off a couple of things. After SIR in Bihar, we have found out that there is one house which had, after SIR, after so-called cleaning up, one house in a particular constituency, in a village, which had 809 voters, one house. And if you looked at the names, it is a miniature India, because you have Murugan, you have Singh, North, South, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, everywhere, and different religions, different castes, different regions, everybody. So some people got very curious, what is this house? How does it look like? Which can have about 809 voters living there? And that too, not just any 809 voters, everybody from anywhere in India, those names are all there. So they went looking for it. When they went, what did they find? They wanted to see how big it is. They wanted to see how are the people living. It's wonderful, isn't it? So much of bhaichara, so much of solidarity, so much of all this. Every religion is represented, all that. But with a lot of effort, after a lot of effort, when they looked for the house, that house was not there. There was no house, which means you can understand what it is. So this is after so-called SIR. Keep this in mind. And in West Bengal, during the exercise, 35 people have gone and attacked the local election BLO office, saying that we are alive, we are not dead. Because they are all listed as dead people. So those people went and attacked, which means the dead people have attacked. So it is not dead. Now you have seen, in different states, you have seen Brazilian model 20 votes, which means that it's not deletion of duplicates. So it is, and they are also saying that, we are taking out a lot of foreigners. Now, you all know that if there is any state in this country which had the biggest controversy about presence of foreigners, it was Assam, where young students have become chief ministers and ministers after their agitation. Now, if your intention is to take out the foreigners or people who are not supposed to be here, why are you not conducting SIR in Assam, only SR? It is only special revision, not special intensive revision. Nobody needs to submit any documents there. So, which means very clearly, this is not an exercise to clean up the electoral roll, but to clean up those people who are not, in their eyes, in their opinion, who are not supposed to be Indian citizens. Now, imagine we are all living in a basti. We are all living in a basti, and then we don't have voter. None of us, not a single person here in this basti where we are there, has a vote. Of course, there are politicians also here. Imagine if we are all living in a basti without vote. Will any politician come to us with folded hands and ask you for vote? No. Will they give you road? No. Will they give you water? No. They don't have to. Which means that any political party after this exercise is over will have to only appeal to those people who have votes. Who are the people who are going to have votes? Only people who would support in that situation, you don't need one party only to uphold the change of nature of our society. Every political party will have to be in that mold. Every political party will be like BJP. Okay? It is like making India like Israel. Israel, whether it is Likud party or Labour party, the X party, Y party, they will all cater to the Jewish interests, isn't it? They can't do anything else because they are the only ones who can decide. Similarly, in India, if this is not arrested, then India is going to be Israelized. This is the situation. And how do I know that? As I told you, there are concrete examples from Bihar. See, look at Bihar. Bihar, before the SIR, see, ours is a universal adult franchise. So which means everybody who is 18 plus will have to be a voter. Every state, even before the census, we have a rough idea because of one survey or the other by the government. We have an idea of how many adults are there in a state. How many 18 plus people are there in the state. Bihar had 8.22 crore adults there. After SIR, it came down to 7.42 crores. Why? 80 lakh crore people were eliminated from the voter list. Now, some of us can see who these people who are being deleted, who are deleted. They're very clear. Adivasis, minorities, marginalized people, poor people, all these people are being deleted. Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is very interesting because the State Election Commission has conducted its own voters list for local bodies and urban local bodies as well as the rural local bodies. There, see, UP's adult population is 16.1 crore. The State Election Commission electoral roll has 16.1 crore. But SIR has only 12.6 crores, which means 3.5 crore voters are eliminated from there. And there are so many instances like this. So the thing is very clear. And if you club this exercise with the delimitation that might happen after the census, the situation will become even more dangerous. I'll tell you how. There are different projections of how many seats are going to be there in the Lok Sabha after the delimitation. After delimitation, the seats are maybe the highest and the lowest I'll give you, but we'll take the medium. The highest are going to be somewhere around, just a minute. $790, I mean, the lowest after the delimitation, the new number could be 793 or 753 or 846. So let us take 753, which is a middle figure. Now UP, which now has 80, will go up to 128. Bihar, which has 40, will go up to 70. Madhya Pradesh, which is 29, will go up to 47. Maharashtra, which is 48, will go to 68. Rajasthan, which is 25, will go to 44. Andhra Pradesh, which has 25, will go up to 28. Telangana, which has 17, will go up to 20. Karnataka, which has 28, will go up to 36. Tamil Nadu, which has 39, will go up to 41. Kerala, which is 20, will come down to 19. Now, the reason why I said this is, as it is, the entire South India put together, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, Pondicherry, and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, all these states put together, the number of Lok Sabha is 130. 130 without delimitation. And that is going to be 245. But, sorry, 173. From 132 is going to 173. But if you look at MP, UP, Rajasthan, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar together with a few seats in Madhya Pradesh to a few seats in Rajasthan, they can wipe out the entire number of South India, even now. But after delimitation, these 4 states, UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, are going to have 245, and entire South India is going to be 173. So whatever the entire 5 states of South India think or give mandate is nullified by just 2.5 states there. So they don't have to care. So one is a complete restructuring of the electorate of India on the basis of community, on the basis of religion, and on the other hand, the complete restructuring of the Parliament of India on the basis of census, which is going to be completely marginalizing South Indian states. So this is the danger. The danger now is very clear that this exercise is not just to clean up, but this exercise is completely to disenfranchise, to delete, to completely change. Now, I'm very happy to be here today is mainly because, first of all, before we get into action and tell people to come out onto the streets, they should understand through you what exactly is the depth of the threat to our constitution and our political society. There is a completely reworking of the equation between the nation and the state. Today, our nation is a plural nation. Multiple languages, multiple religions, multiple regions, multiple identities, they're all in India. Now, what they want as India is not multiple but uniform. One nation, one religion, one nation, one leader, one nation, one election, one this and one that, one this and one this. So this is the danger. This has to be resisted. Thank you very much.